Max Holloway. Max, thank you very much for joining us today.
What's up, boss?
We'll take our first question from Gabriel Gonzalez with Cageside Press. Your line is open.
Hey Max, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good, thank you. Can you describe how the emotions are unique for this fight week? You're back on Fight Island. There's gonna be fans on ABC, everything else.
Um, I'm ecstatic. I would say I'm ecstatic. I'm so excited. We're gonna be in a new arena. We actually be the first event ever in that new arena. It'll be the main event for that new arena. We got fans back to like 5 to 8,000 of them, and then like you said, we're on national TV back home in America. So I can't wait, man. I'm so excited. It's crazy. I love having this opportunity, and then I can't wait to go out there and show out come Saturday night.
How long have you known that this fight was gonna be on ABC? They announced it rather recently, but when was the first time they told you, hey, it may not just be a regular fight night?
Um, when the whole world found out, I didn't know. I mean, even I was talking to people, UFC staff over here. They didn't even know it was gonna be on ABC. It was crazy. It was just kind of a bomb they dropped of us, and then I think so. Even about the fans, like we didn't even know I had fans until I was here. I had to tell Rush gonna think I'm lying to him because I told him that he can't come because there's no fans allowed, and then I go ahead and find out there's fans. So the guy's gonna call me a liar when I get back home. I already know it.
I wanted to ask you a little bit. You talked a bit about training on Zoom and how that helped. I wanted to ask you because obviously you're a guy who tries to be at the top of the game. How do you keep growing and getting better in between fights when you're not working with those other bodies as much?
It's all about fine tuning. I like to believe I'm at a point where I got enough tools in the bag, and it's always great adding tools, but still sharpening the tools you got already is a good time. So I do everything I can in my nature, my power, and whatever the state of Hawaii allow me to do and see people. But until then, it's just sharpening tools. Like even if we can't put new tools in the toolbox or the tool bag, you just gotta sharpen the ones you got.
How does this fight with Calvin play out in your mind?
You know, he's a striker. I'm a striker. We're gonna go in there and do some more striking. So I can't wait.
Hey, thank you, Max, and good luck.
Thank you, brother.
We'll go next to Jordan Wahlberger with The Horn. Your line is open. Jordan, your line is open. Okay, we'll go next instead to Damon Martin with MMAFighting.com. Your line is open.
Not trying to, hey Max, not trying to reopen old wounds, but obviously your fight with Alexander Volkanovski, your last fight, still gets talked about so much. And I've talked to a lot of featherweights, as you come back, and a lot of people say, hey, I still think Max is the champ. I still feel like he's the best featherweight in the world. What does it mean to you that not necessarily the fans, but other fighters still look at you that way and say that, even though you don't have to look at you as the best featherweight in the world?
It means a lot. Like you said, it's not the fans. That's why like the last fight, it ain't hard to be. It's hard to be mad about it. I mean, it's hard to be mad about the last fight because exactly what you said. 80 to 90% of the world thought I won the fight, and it's not just fans. You know what I mean? It's my competitors, like how you said. It's guys like Nate, Dustin, Justin, Jorge. And people like coaches, GSP's coach, Big John McCarthy, the guy who made the rules. So that's kind of, I ain't too mad about it. We go out there, and I just can't wait to fight. I love fighting. I really believe I was put on this earth to fight. And Saturday night I get the opportunity again, and can't wait to make that walk.
Recently, I know very well Michael Bisping had talked about accountability with judging, and I think this is a topic we could spend all day on talking about the issues with judging in the sport. But as a guy who have a couple of kind of controversial decisions, is that something you feel like we need to address more in the sport? Judging, competent judging, and obviously holding people accountable. We've seen some really ridiculously crazy scores over the past 6 months where everyone kind of scratches their head saying, "What are these guys watching?"
Yeah, we see what happens. I went to I know how I feel about the open scoring, and I heard how the boss man feel about open scoring. So at the end of the day, that's how he feel. But it's not gonna shake my stance on it. I thought so. We ended up going to Kansas. We watching one of the Invicta fights and just watching how it went down. It's a lot of questions was answered, and then the way that I thought that it would affect the fight negatively really didn't. So it was cool. We see what happens. There's again, like I talk about, Big John McCarthy. He actually runs classes for judges and stuff. So I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, but I think so. Hopefully sooner than later they figure it out and we find out.
When you look at this matchup with Calvin Kattar, obviously he's a boxer, and one thing that people notice with him is he actually has shown really good cardio and conditioning as the fight moves forward, and obviously that's been one of your biggest weapons throughout your career. Is there part of you? I mean, obviously, I'm sure you'd love a first round knockout, but is there part of you that looks to see if a guy like Calvin can hang with you in rounds 3, 4, and 5 because you're one of the rare guys who actually ups your output, as the fight goes on.
Yeah, the beautiful thing is we get to find out come Saturday. I just can't wait. I can't wait. Like you said, he's a striker. I'm a striker, and I can't wait. He got a pace. I got a pace, and we get to find out come this Saturday.
And last one for me, guys. As much as I know you enjoyed being champion, you were never a guy who let the championship, weigh on you too much. You went out there and fought every fight the same. You never allowed that, the hype and the title to get to you. But we have seen some ex-champions, when they come back and they're kind of working back into title contention, I won't say the motivation changes, but maybe they're not getting up for the. Maybe it's harder to get up for a different opponent when it's not a title fight, things like that. Now, I don't take you as that kind of guy. So can you kind of give me an idea, like the hunger, the passion that's inside you right now in a non-title fight, which is, not a place you've really been much in the last few years?
Like I said, I told you guys way before when I had the belt. The belt was just something to show the world that I was a champion. I'm gonna carry myself as a champion, belt or no belt. We're gonna go out there and fight, man. I love fighting. I don't know what else to say. I love to fight. People who say it's hard to get up. I'm still fighting 5 rounds. I still feel like championship round. We're on ABC. We're on ABC. I know a bunch of pay-per-view fighters I would kill to be in this position. So at the end of the day, it still feels the same. A fight is a fight to me, and I can't wait.
Thanks, Max.
Hey, brother.
We'll go next to Pablo Santamaria with Noti MMA Ecuador. Your line is open.
Hi Max, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you fine, boss. How you doing?
Okay, the first thing I want to ask is how do you feel about being the main fight on this card that will have fans since March from the last year? How do you feel about that?
I'm excited, man. I'm excited. We finally get fans back in the building, and I can't wait. I can't wait. I got the experience of fighting in front of big crowds, of fighting with no crowd, and now I get to be the first card back of the year, and what a surprise! We get to have fans. I'm super excited.
Okay. So you said that Kelvin is a good fighter, an exciting fighter. So what we can expect from this fight? We should expect fireworks.
I expect fireworks all day. He's a striker. I'm a striker. The guy's nickname is the Boston Finisher. I love to look for finishes, so we see what happens.
Sure. If you get the W, you want to call someone out? Maybe DC or Volkanovski again.
We see what happens. First thing first, we go at Kattar. I'm losing hope on that DC fight because he does text and call me here and there, and he never talks about the fight. So, as a fight, I think so. We might have to move on, or I just, I just saw DC bought a new house, a nice house. It looks like a damn castle. So he might need money soon. So maybe I should call him out and we get that fight. He might come back.
I get it. And what's your prediction for this fight, Max?
My prediction is just fireworks. It's gonna be fireworks. It's gonna be a fun fight. This guy, a lot of guys, not only him, is talking about his boxing, and that's something I want to test. That's something that intrigues me. Everybody talking about his boxing and his able to his ability to finish with his boxing. So I can't wait.
Yes, and here in Ecuador, you're a fan favorite. Would you like to send a message to your Ecuadorian fans?
Yeah, what's up, Ecuador? Thank you guys all for the love and support. Happy New Year. Be strong in these weird times, and I hope all is well.
Thank you very much for your time, Max. And I am a big fan of you and your YouTube channel and the stream. Good luck on the
Thank you.
fight, man.
Thank you.
We'll go next to Julian Kivitz with IOL Sport. Your line is open.
Hi, Max. Can you hear me?
I can hear you all good, boss.
Hi, this is Julian from Cape Town, South Africa. How are you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, brother. How you doing today?
Good, good. Thanks very much, man. Just a few questions. First of all, are you involved in any of the Hawaiian promotions like Destiny or Trinity? Are you involved in any sort of way with them?
Oh, what?
Are you involved in any of the Hawaiian promotions back home?
Oh, not at all. The only involvement I have with any of the promotion is I probably fought in every single one of them that you heard.
Okay, cool. And then just as you see, also so many African fighters are coming to the big stage now, and Africa's getting recognized. Do you think it's important that fighters with status as well invest themselves in countries, for example, in Africa as well? I mean, you from Hawaii as well. Do you think it's important for fighters such as Easy them to invest into Nigeria and South Africa and just to get because obviously there's a big interest in MMA in Africa as well. Do you think it's important for fighters like such as Easy and Kamaru them to get involved in the smaller promotions?
For sure. I think so. I think so. It is. I think so. I think so that these are the guys that you want to see fight. These guys is hungry. These guys want to fight, and these guys is like a lot of them is just natural athletes. So it would be amazing to see more fighters from there.
Cool, thanks. And then also just tell me something of you, as you know, a lot of fighters, as with age also, the lifestyle change, they move up into weight classes. You have fought at lightweight before. Are there any thoughts of you going up a class also now? I mean, you've obviously achieved what you've done in featherweight. I mean, you one of the greatest champions ever known. Your reputation speaks for itself. Are there any thoughts of going up?
Yeah, it's there. I'm just a call away. UFC know my number. They can hit my line when they want me to go up. I'd go up 3 weight classes if I had to fight people. I don't care. I like to think myself as a modern day gladiator, and gladiators we fight. So any weight can get it. If you just heard, I've been calling out the former heavyweight champion. So there's no weight that I'm scared of.
Cool. And then also there's one last thing. A mini bless Mr. Rush himself. I know he's a very passionate kid, and I appreciate the love you have for your son. What kind of sports is he showing any sort of interest in at the moment, or are you just letting him enjoy anything at the moment, and then just as he grows older, you're gonna sort of guide him, or is there something that you can actually clearly see now he's really focused on or enjoys?
Yeah, I just recently I just got engaged to my fiance. She's a professional surfer, and
Congratulations,
so,
man.
thank you. And so I've been getting into surfing, and then he kind of got into surfing, and the kid is a natural. So I mean, in every sport we ever try to start him to get in or this and that, it's like surfing has been the one so far that he actually wants to go to the beach all the time. He wants to surf. So we'll see what happens. We see how much his stuff. He's super just ecstatic about it. He can't wait to surf most of the time. He always every single morning he's asking if we can go to the beach. So that's the most I see him, most energy he gave to any sport ever in his life.
Oh, fantastic. Mr. Max, God bless and all the best to your fight, man.
God bless. Thank you. Happy New Year.
Cheers. Thank you, brother.
We'll go next to Jordan Wahlberger with the Horn. Your line is open.
Hey, Max. Good to talk to you.
Yeah, good to talk to you, boss.
Hey, Max. This is your second time fighting at Fight Island. Obviously, the same for Calvin. What do you learn from that first experience? Obviously, it was a loss. It was a really contested, close loss. But what do you learn kind of taking into this next fight?
A fight is a fight. Fight Island. I learned that since we got fans back, we cannot move around like how we did the last time we came. Me and my boys, we bring out carvers, just skateboard things that kind of replicates surfing, and can't really ride it around anywhere. We thought that we'd be able to ride it on the streets, but now tourism is back and stuff, and the fans is here. We can't. So it's about the only thing I learned.
So, obviously you've been in a lot of really big fights in your career, and this is the first fight of 2021. It's the first fight on ABC. And you said, hey, fight, but how do you really just kind of make it like any other fight so there's not that pressure on you?
It really just is a fight, you know. When I say it, I'm not lying. This is it's really just another fight to me. I can't wait, you know. I'm blessed with the opportunity to be here, to be the first fight in 3 weeks. You know, the first card of the year, the first fight in forever or mixed martial arts on ABC. And there's just a bunch of the first fight with fans. There's a list that goes on and on. You know, these things they get me excited though. You know, I'm excited. I can't wait to fight and I can't wait to go out there and show out on Saturday.
Nice. Hey, you're ranked number 1 at featherweight. Calvin's ranked number 6. What do you think is your path back to a title?
I don't know. You know, first things first is Calvin. Calvin is in front of me. I make sure I take care of him, take care of the job come Saturday night, and then you know, put the rest on the rest on the heat on my manager. You know, my job is to control everything that's inside the octagon. His job is to control everything outside the octagon. So at the end of the day, I just got one guy in front of me, you know. So we'll take care of him, and we'll go from there.
Awesome. Hey, last question for me. Just over the main event next week. You fought both guys. You fought Dustin twice. You Conor back in 2013. How do you see that fight going down next week?
I don't know. I don't know. You know, Dustin is always motivated. Looks like we got a motivated Conor, so I can't wait. You know, fireworks should be exciting, and I just say enjoy it. You know, I think it's gonna be a real good one.
Max, it's great to have you back and great to talk to you. Congrats on the engagement and good luck this week.
Thank you, brother. Happy New Year.
You too.
And we'll take our final questions from Ezekiel Bergonzi with Somos MMA. Your line is open.
How are you?
I'm good, boss. How you doing today?
Fine. So, how started this year?
What was that?
How started this year?
How did I start this year? I started my year at home. You know, we still got locked down in Hawaii, and we was being smart, we was being safe. I mean, it wasn't trying to go do anything and get sick and miss this fight. So we was just playing it safe, you know. All the stuff that I did miss, I can do it after. You know, it's just dates. So after this fight, we can go and celebrate whatever I did miss.
In several interviews, Calvin Kattar said beating you is the same as winning the title. So how do you feel about beating him?
I can't wait to go out there and do my thing, you know, and it's just another fight, you know, whoever you put in front of me, you know, it's just another fight to me.
And Brian Ortega returned after 2 years layoff, and he really bring it against Korean Zombie. So what do you think about his return at the division and the chance that maybe he will get a title shot?
Yeah, you know, Brian looked good. You know, he took that 2 years off. He sharpened some tools, added some tools. Got to take care of some injuries I heard, and he looked great. You know, so you know, more power to him. And like I said, I can't wait. You know, we see what happens. I got Calvin first, and after Calvin, we figure out. We see what happens, where we go next.
And think about your division, like because recently Sabit and Shair were suspended, and people wanted to see his fight against Sabit. So think about that.
I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy, my friend. I'm a fighter in the UFC. I'm not the UFC matchmaker. We can go grab Mick or Sean Shelby for those questions.
Thank you very much, and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Max.
Thank you. Hello.